How much time we have? $6:21 right now.
Lipstick on my teeth?
They're good.
Another year. What year is this for us?
That's what I was thinking in the hotel.
Oh, sure.
You what?
Oh, it's time.
I can't hear you. Yeah? Are you? What's going to be the signal?
The signal is we're on.
Oh, we're on? All right, we're on now. All right, welcome. Welcome to the 2018 Bowerman Red Carpet Show here at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge in Phoenix, Arizona. Going to be a great night here in Arizona, encompassed around the USTFCCCA Coaches Convention. I'm Ryan Fenton, your host, alongside my beautiful co-host, Queen Harrison. Queen, how you doing tonight?
I'm great, Ryan. I'm excited. We were over here trying to figure out how many years this has been that we've done the red carpet.
It's been a while.
Let's just say a lot. I'm excited to be here, though, every year coming back, seeing it grow. So I'm excited to see the contestants, the nominees.
Yes, I am also 6 finalists, all vying for that title of Collegiate Track and Field's Best Athlete from 2017, and such a great handful of athletes that we'll get into here in just a minute. We'd like to welcome the viewers around the world that are watching online on FloTrack and on Facebook Live. But Queen, you won this in 2010. We talked about some of just the accolades of the athletes over the years that have won this. I think it's 12 world champions, 5 Olympic champions, 10 Olympic medals, and I think it is up to 32 global medals at World and Olympic Championships. So what's it like to be in that company?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I think the thing about this night, it's like an exclamation point for the athletes of a great season. I hope that they come, they're excited, they're celebrated, win, lose, or draw. To be a finalist, literally you had to break a collegiate record. If you're not record breaking, you're not in this company. So I'm excited for them to come, speak to them, and see what great things they continue to do in the future.
Yeah, you mentioned something special about this year. The first time ever all 6 finalists come in having broken a collegiate record. We've got 3 that already have Olympic medals to their belt. So to get this award, to get to where it is, you know, from what you've seen over the last 8 years, now this is the 9th year, how have you seen it elevate in terms of the competitiveness to be actually named a finalist?
It's getting really serious. Like I said, I mean, it's no walk in the park to become a Bowerman finalist. It never has been. So to see that all the accolades and all the hard work all the athletes put in is being appreciated. I mean, every year I come back. That's why I keep coming back. This is year number 8 for me. I'm telling my age here. This is year number 8 for me since, and I won in 2010. But every year it's great. It's great to come back. Give the athletes something to celebrate, because we got to give the people to celebrate while they're still in the game.
Yeah. Give the people what they want.
Exactly. Celebrate people while they're still in the game, not when they retire.
So we're almost at 6:30 here, local time in Phoenix. The show for the 2018 Bowerman presentation will start at 7 o'clock. Be hosted tonight once again by the great John Anderson from ESPN. He's joining us.
Yes.
And I know he'll be joining us actually here up on the red carpet stage in just a minute. I see him in the distance. But
want to be live streaming on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook
tonight.
Live for the first time alongside with FloTrack. So a lot of opportunity for viewers around the world to see what a special occasion this is.
Yes.
And I think we're going to call up Mr. John Anderson
the
here.
First man of the hour.
Who's walking up the stairs.
Hi, John.
Hello.
How you
Come on in,
doing?
Senator.
Come on in.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
That's a lovely look. I like that.
Oh man, you like
Chez
that?
give that to you?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't, but I stole his style. I did steal his style.
Well, wait till you see Fred when you get Curly through here, and you get Dion, and we're going to be like, all right, who are these stiffs?
It's turning into a best dress type of thing. I mean, you're really snazzy though.
I am, but then I find out, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to raise my sock game. You know what I find out? Socks are out. I don't care how fancy they are.
Socks are so 2016.
I didn't get that memo, John.
Right.
Didn't get that memo.
But when you see these guys, you're going to go, well, Anderson had a nice gray suit on. Blah. Not these guys.
Now I know we're here for this big award evening,
We are.
big presentation. But I know today you actually went out with some of the top coaches and played a little golf. Is that true?
Did. I played, and I tell you what, I was with Robert Johnson, and I was with Edric Florial. And I thought, okay, I need to not bet. Luckily, they weren't gamblers. Because I thought, if I lose terribly, I'm going to have to get up there in the first 5 minutes and go, I know the finalists are here, but our new Bowerman winner is Sidney McLaughlin. And Edward Cheserek finally, because I bet it away. So I had to make sure I kept my my hands in my pockets so that I didn't lose those guys. But they were great. Florial's got a little move that's nice. He's good. And Roberts, I told him he's the best tall player I've seen since Tom Weisskopf.
Nice. Ryan and I were over here trying to discuss how many years we've been here. How many years have you been hosting? Because you've been around the block with us.
This is the 6th year that I've done it. 6 out of 9.
What keeps bringing you
I
back?
don't know it until I go in every time and I think, okay, Jenny Behringer, no. Laura Raisler, no. And that's how I find out who I was. Queen, yes. That was my first one. You and Ashton. But that's how I figure out, okay, Levens, yes. Druin, yes. Lindor, no. And that's how I keep track.
That was my first one too. What keeps bringing you back?
Come back because it used to be because I'm like, I love the sport and I want to keep my hand in it. Now I come back because I think it's just such a wonderful celebration of the sport. And the people are so awesome. And the kids that come through, and I'm 52, so I can call them kids, realize they're adults. But they're fantastic. So I love meeting them and the whole show that they put on. For these guys, whether it's when they come in last night and they have a dinner for them or the lunch, it's just such a first-class operation that I just like being included. And now I'm afraid that that they won't invite me back and I'll be left out, and I don't want to be excluded because it really is. It's that great a deal.
You have an open invitation.
So I don't know if it's like you guys, because you've got the award. You get to come back whenever you want. You're like the Masters. You get to come back whenever. The rest of us have to wait for an invitation.
Don't say Masters. I'm from 2010. You can't throw Masters around. I'm the oldest.
Like the Masters golf tournament. Augusta National. Although, by the way, you want to have a liver spot explode in your hand. What do you mean Ashton Eaton retired? There's only 9 of them. It's not like he's been there that long.
We'll have him up here later.
We will.
Well, he's retired. Hopefully he can climb the stairs.
Well, John, I know you mentioned you got to meet the athletes. I know just in a little bit you'll be helping the audience meet the athletes up on stage. So we're excited to have you back. We're going to let you get in there, get prepared. But
who's next? Looking.
Oh yeah,
we'll see you inside.
We have some past winners ready to get up here.
I hope Jessica Beard lets the other 2 talk. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go down this way. Is that right? Or do I exit quietly?
You can exit right back.
Very good. You guys are awesome.
Hey.
One of these days, I might, if I stay home, this will be great because then I can watch the whole red carpet show. You guys are wonderful. You do a great job.
We'd prefer you to be here.
We'll have fun tonight.
We'll
all have fun, and you guys bring it out with the coaches and the past winners. It'll be extraordinary.
We'll see you in there.
Everybody keep watching.
Keep watching.
Thanks, John. All right. So John Anderson, our host, again, 6 out of 9 years, and with that,
I was outnumbered before. Let's bring some ladies on the stage. Hi, ladies. Come on in between us.
We introduced Queen as a past winner, and she's joined with a few more now. We have 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, all past winners of this Bowerman Award. Jessica Beard, Brianna Rollins, and Kimberlyn Duncan. Welcome. How's everyone doing?
We're doing great. Thanks. Awesome. Doing great.
So you guys have went through the stress of this award and awaiting the results and the announcement. Now you get to come, enjoy it, be a part of the history of it, and get nice and dressed up. So what's it like coming in today?
For me, it's kind of nerve-wracking. Like, there's 2 Aggies, and so it was Aggie last year. So I don't know. My nerves aren't as bad as they were last time when I was sitting next to Kimberlyn, but they're still kind of out there. So we'll see.
How about for you, Brian? I want to say, 2016 was an amazing season on the track. 2017 was an amazing season in your personal life. You got married. Congratulations. So how excited are you about this next season coming up?
I'm super excited. I wasn't able to compete this year, so I'm looking forward to stepping back on the track, making a statement. It's my comeback season.
You're making a statement in this dress, too. What about you, Kimberlyn? What are you excited about tonight over here at the Bowerman Awards?
Just to see who the winners are. It's always exciting to be back, and then you never know. It's great competition each and every year, so I'm ready to see who's going to win.
All right. We can't ask you all who you all voted for, can we?
No, there's 2 Aggies.
I can't even remember.
There's 2 Aggies.
Send your ballot back in.
I can't say. I think I've said a lot just by saying there's 2 Aggies.
But that's on the men's side.
You can't vote for both of them.
Oh, on the women's side? No, I can't say.
We'll just look at you all's reactions to see if you voted for the people that won.
Well, ladies, it's great to see you. Look great, and welcome back, and have fun tonight.
All right, y'all. We'll see you inside. Thank you.
The guests are flowing in, and behind them, 2 more past winners and some recent winners.
Hey, the reigning
From 2016 and
diamond
2015.
winner. Come on in, ladies.
We got Courtney Acolo, alumni from University of Texas, and Jenna Pranditi from Oregon, both running professionally now. Ladies, looking great. How are you feeling tonight?
Excited. I'm really excited to see who the winner is, and it's better being in this position, watching and not having to be one of the finalists.
Are you ready to pass down the crown yet?
Yeah, I'm ready. Definitely.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about you? How excited are you about being back? And what year is this for you? Is this year number 2?
Year 2.
How is it every year you get to come back?
It's fun. I love coming back and just to see all the people that are nominated this year. It's insane just to look at all the talent. So for us, we just get to sit back and hang out and enjoy it and watch it.
Is it safe to say I might know who you voted for on the women's side? Quack, quack.
I mean, all of them are great, but yeah, I'm a little bit biased on that one.
I'm not mad at that.
So Courtney, you're the closest to receiving this award. What do you remember about this point of the night last year?
I just remember it was a lot like this. A lot of people watching. There's a big crowd, and it feels like an award show, like the Oscars or something for us. So it's a big deal, and it's a lot of fun getting dressed up and seeing everybody dressed up. So it was a great experience.
Jenna, for you?
It's fun to see the coaches on this side, and yeah, we're used to wearing sweats and our running shoes. So to get here and recognized for what we're doing, it's really fun.
Well, it's great to have you two back. Have fun in there tonight, and keep our fingers crossed for your favorites.
We'll talk to you all more inside, too.
Yeah, we'll see you in there.
All righty. Thank you,
Thanks,
ladies. Who do we got coming up here
Oh, man.
next,
Well,
Ryan?
so we've had our past winners.
Yes.
We've had our hosts. Now it's time to start introducing the finalists. And our first finalist we'll introduce up is Maggie Yuen from Arizona State. Unbelievable season.
Come on up. Hello. Come on. You look beautiful.
Maggie, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
So first time nominated as a finalist for this award. What's it been like the last 2 days, getting ready, going through the rehearsals, and coming here tonight?
Yeah, it's been an absolute whirlwind so far. You know, meeting the people I've had the opportunity to meet, the past winners, and the other runner-ups for this has just been really awesome.
The season really, I mean, you exploded this year compared to what you did the previous year. Collegiate record, just dominated the hammer, scored in 3 events at NCAAs. I think the 6th woman in history to do so. Did you exceed expectations? Did you expect it? How'd you take away from it?
Definitely exceeded all expectations. I had just gotten a brand new coach beginning of last year, so we expected everything to go way down, you know, kind of an off year, and come back my senior year. And so with everything that happened last year, I'm just so honored, so grateful, and so thankful to have Coach FloTrack now.
You pulled it out. Can we say it's genetic? I heard that your dad was an All-American thrower. The real question is, who would win today?
Well, I guess technically I have the farther marks, but yeah, I want to give it to Dad.
Daddy's girl, I got it.
There, yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
So I know we got a lot to look forward to tonight, but I also heard at lunch after this big night, you got a 25-hour drive ahead of you. Where are you from and where are you heading?
I am from Minnesota, and in order to get my lovely little dog home, I have to drive her home. Yep.
So are you guys troopers, go through the night, do 25 hours straight, or is there stops along the way?
We are going to play it by ear.
Just get there safely. That's all we ask.
That's the goal.
Well, we're so glad. I hope you're excited about tonight. We're excited to get in there, and good luck.
All right, thank you so much.
Best of luck in there. Great to see you.
Man, it's getting
Finalist
hot
number
up here.
1. Finalist. She looks
down.
pretty composed, I'll say, Queen.
She did.
She looked like she's ready for this.
I think I was more nervous when it was my turn.
Well, we're gonna call our next finalist up, and she's no stranger to the Bowerman presentation.
Come on in.
Couture Orgy from Georgia, 2nd time here, only repeat finalist of the class of 2017 here. What's it like to be back for your 2nd time?
It's really exciting. I'm still nervous, but this is a great class this year, and I'm happy to be here amongst the best.
Will 2nd time be the charm? How are you feeling about your odds tonight?
I'm feeling good, but I'm also nervous because there's a lot to it and a lot of other great competitors here too.
You're in great company, but you deserve to be there. We're so excited seeing you break the indoor and outdoor American record. What do you look forward to doing this season? Obviously, we want to celebrate you tonight, but what are you looking forward to this season?
This season's going to be pretty hard since I had the American records indoor and outdoor. I think probably I'm looking to do better outdoor since I'll be out of college and starting my professional career after that. So hopefully I can PR indoors again and then finish off the summer with another PR.
Well, the most important thing is tonight. Enjoy yourself, bask in this. You deserved it, and you look amazing. Thank you.
Last thing you said earlier today, competing at the Olympics helped calm your nerves for collegiate championships and all that. Being here for a second time, it doesn't sound like you've been able to calm your nerves for this award.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did, but it's still nervous once you get to the actual event.
So a little higher elevated than even the Olympic Games. You know what I'm saying?
Olympics is just triple jump, no speaking.
True, very true. Well, good luck tonight, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, finalist number 2 has been up.
One more.
Again, it's crazy. You've been here twice, but it just shows you the magnitude of this award. The nerves are there. These athletes really want to win this thing tonight.
Right. We just had two athletes that broke the collegiate record, and we're about to have a third up here. It's really high stakes to be a Bowerman finalist.
Well, let's call our third up. First time on the stage. Coming off of a great junior year. This is Raven Rogers.
Come on in.
From Oregon. Raven, how you doing tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very good, very good. It's exciting to have you here. I'm sure excited. You had maybe the biggest entourage of all the finalists. I think you went through about 3 minutes of introductions yesterday. What's it like to have that support team here?
It means a lot. I mean, just the sacrifices that my family makes for me, it motivates me even more to do what I do on the track. So even if it's them coming all the way out here, and sometimes even all the way to Oregon, that I really appreciate the support, and I'm really blessed.
I'm no stranger. I have a big family too, but I'm also no stranger to lipstick. And you might be my sister in lipstick on the track. What does it mean to you to go get done up for meet? What's that about?
I mean, it definitely goes into my character and defining who I really want to present myself as being. To go on there with lipstick, lip gloss, you kind of refer to as like young. Like I told my little sister today, I'm like, you can wear lip gloss, but lipstick is a woman, a fierce woman going to really handle her business, and that's kind of what I want to take to the track.
You wearing your lipstick to the office?
Yes.
No, that's all right. I like it. Speaking of, what lipstick you got on tonight?
So I had a Ruby Woo on from MAC, but then I put on some Kat Von D. Okay. Yeah, one of the little liquid lipsticks.
All right, well, you working it, girl.
Thank you.
You say the words fierce. I've seen you say we're going to war.
Yeah.
I think to the NCAA Outdoor Championships, the 4x4, your team needed to win.
Yeah.
You're anchoring against one of the best teams and best individuals in that event. Take us back for a moment and what that was like going to war for your Ducks.
It was loud, very loud. But I'm not new to the system. I'm not new to that situation. I've been in that situation many times in summer track, and to kind of have it depend on me at the last minute, I guess it gives me more of an adrenaline rush, and it's more exciting. Like, I didn't even pass out when I was finished. I was still walking. So it was really exciting to be in that position.
Well, if you can handle that pressure, you can handle the pressure for tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best tonight. It's going to be a great one out there, so enjoy yourself.
Thank you both.
See you in there.
Thank you.
So, Raven Rogers there from Oregon. That concludes our women, past winners, finalists this evening, and now it's time to turn to the men. And we talked a little bit about him earlier, retired guy, I think we got, along with, I think, the first Bowerman winner to now be a coach.
He's here at a different capacity.
Yes.
Hi, fellas. Come on in.
Ashton Eaton and Goni Makusha, 2010, 2011 champs. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Enjoying the track and field community.
How about you and Goni?
Just having fun. Just soaking it all in. Yeah.
I'm outnumbered up here. Sheesh.
Hey, the men are taking over now, Queen. The men are taking over. I think for you, it's the first time back since winning this award. What's going on? Where you been?
Obviously took the year off after I retired and did a lot of seeing family and friends. And now Brianna and I moved to San Francisco, a big city with a lot of opportunity, and we're trying to take advantage of that, knowing full well we're under prepared and under-skilled, but we love it.
Well, it's good to have you back. I mean, I always want to know what retired like. Not that I'm doing that anytime soon. I got about 20 more years. But how is retired life for you out there in San Fran?
It's actually hard to figure out what kind of fitness goal you want, and that's why Brianne ran a marathon. I, for myself, just kind of do things day to day. But then on another front, I mean, all of a sudden, you're not an athlete anymore. You don't have that community, and so you're trying to find the next one. And so those transitions are difficult, but I encourage athletes who are thinking about it, not saying that you are, to just network, talk to the people that you think are in industries that you're interested in. you'd actually be surprised how many people did sport and transition to the business world or whatever it would be. So just talk to people about what you find interesting.
Pretty well. What about, speaking of after sport?
Yeah, after sport. And Goni, you're a coach now, correct?
Yeah.
Where are you at? Tell us about what's like being here as a coach and a former winner.
I am I'm coaching now at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa, which was a hard transition, but it's a good transition. I always wanted to be around athletes, to help others see their dream and change the communities. So it's fun. It's a fun endeavor, and I'm excited for the future.
Are you excited to be back?
Yes, it's a good setting out here. You get to see a lot of coaches, great athletes. People always.
You're a great athlete, man.
Great athletes.
I guess everyone up here was pretty good.
I wasn't.
Ryan was a great athlete.
Man, I wasn't a Barman. Hey, guys, you look great.
You look
regardless, and enjoy yourself tonight. It's great to have you back. Have fun out there.
We'll chat some more inside. All right, thank you, fellas. You can go right out the back.
So,
speaking about inside, where can everyone watch tonight? Where can they watch us tonight?
Everyone can watch online on FloTrack and on Facebook Live. So check it out. Share it with your friends, families, and all the people that follow these guys.
Oh,
and
this is
we got
the fresh
two more.
crew.
Man, we got two more guys looking good. Someone's stealing.
Step up a little bit. Get into the
Stealing my bow tie game here. We got Jerry Lawson, last year's winner, and Dion Lindor, 2014 winner of the Bowerman. Guys looking good. Got the shoe game going as always. No socks tonight. How you feeling?
I feel good tonight. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be here to support my teammates, and I can't wait for a great evening.
I don't know if Ryan and I missed the memo, but was it a blonde thing that we missed out on? Is it because blondes have more fun? What's going on?
I don't know. That's a good question. I always have some form of blonde in my head for the season. I decided to go with the half and half this year, right before the Bowerman Award. Bring it out. I can't say the same for his beard. I don't know what
I gave Jerry an idea for how he should wear the rest of his hair. Are you gonna half the whole thing out?
I might. I have to go back to the drawing board and see what it look like. Just the half and half. But I wouldn't count it out the question though.
Well, nice. It's so great to have you all back. What does coming back for the Bowerman mean to you all? How excited are you to see the finalists, and how's it feel to be back, Dion?
Well, being back for the Barman is always, something great. You take time to look back at all the people that have been here. It gives you time to reminisce a little bit on your college career. And it always, give you a chance to meet up with some great collegiate athletes and, support them for all the hard work they've put in the past, the past season. So it's always a nice experience to be back here.
How's it for you, Jarian?
I'm excited to be back. Of course, I just won last year. But being back, you get, like he said, you get to reminisce on things and just see how special the event is, see how special the award is, and just be a part of a special group of athletes. And so I'm excited to get this award ceremony going.
You ready to pass on the Bowerman?
I am. I'm excited. I want to know who it is.
It's pretty heavy.
Well, that's a great segue because the finalists are about to come up on the stage. We're going to let you guys go inside and enjoy this thing. Thanks for being back.
We'll see you fellas inside.
Right,
Thank you.
Good.
So Jarian, our last year's winner, I remember that triple, the 100, 200 long jump outdoors that he won. And we're going to call up a guy that had an unbelievable season this past year, winning the 100 and 200, also the 60 and the 200 indoors. That's Mr. Christian Coleman from Tennessee.
Coleman, how you doing, Christian?
Christian, what is going on? How you doing? I see the Tennessee orange and that tie there, looking good.
Yeah, I had to represent Tennessee. That's why I became the person I am. So yeah, I had to represent with some orange. Yeah.
I mean, we know a lot about the accolades on the track, but I want to hear what that reception was like after the viral video of that 40 dash after the NFL Combine time. What was going on there?
It was pretty crazy. They put it out, and then I really didn't expect it to get as many views as it did. But then it got millions of views, and everybody was hitting me up, and people were like, "Man, I knew you were fast, but I didn't know you were that fast." And just everybody sending me messages, and different celebrities saw it and stuff like that. So it was pretty crazy.
I was just hoping no one was going to steal you away from us in track and field world.
They're known to do it, but it's always good to put track on the map so they know track speed is nothing to play with.
Right.
But you look good. I want to know, I know we're here talking about track and field, but I want to get on the real, you know what I mean? I want to know, when you, professional year, first year professionally, What was your first major purchase when you got into the big leagues? I gotta know.
Oh, okay. I mean, I bought a car, but it wasn't just like I just splurged on the car. Like, I needed a car, you know what I'm saying? So I bought a car. It's a Mercedes. It's a picture on my Instagram if y'all want to see it or something like that. But yeah, that was my first purchase. I bought a car.
I'm not mad at that. You need a car, right? You need a car.
What's it like for you coming into tonight up for this award? How you feeling?
Man, I feel pretty excited. Kind of nervous a little bit. It can go either way. All the finalists here are, they've done some great things. So nobody really sure who's going to win it. So I'm just humbled to be here for sure.
Well, it's great to have you. Unbelievable year, and we look forward to seeing what happens in there tonight. Definitely enjoy yourself.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you inside, Christian.
Thanks, Christian. Man, I need to go get a ride with that guy. New Mercedes.
Nothing special, just a Mercedes.
So next up, we're going to call up Mr. Fred Curley from
up.
Texas A&M, looking very nice in that jacket and that tie. Fred, how you doing? How are you feeling being here tonight?
I feel blessed to be here right now, enjoying myself.
It's been an unbelievable year, huge improvements. I think you dropped your time almost a second and a half in the 400. Never won a title before this year. You leave 2017 with 4. What was that like over the year?
It's a blessing. Just keep on pushing myself to be the best, and that's what 2017 was all about.
Nice. I mean, we talked with a lot of different finalists. You're in great company, well deserving. What do you think is going to be that little bit of edge that's going to make you the winner tonight?
43-7.
Does that mean hashtag say no more? Is that what that is?
Say no more. Say no.
What does that mean, actually?
Say no more mean a lot of things. Just get on track and say no more and let the feet do the talking.
Project 42. If you know I do my research, I see what you got going on Instagram.
Appreciate it.
It seems like you set high goals and you put your mind to it, you put it out there and you go after it. Where did that come from?
Just from my family. We've been around sports every year, so it's just family dreams.
Ready to go after it tonight?
Of course.
Say no more. Thank you, Fred. We'll see you inside. Thank you for joining us.
Enjoy, Fred. Fred Curley.
Say no more. I like that. I'm going to use that.
Oh, man. We have our last finalist coming up. And teammates of Mr. Fred Curley. This is Lyndon Victor, the NCAA decathlon champ and record holder, and from the island of Grenada, representing. How are you feeling tonight?
I feel great. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be among some of the best athletes, not just in college, but in the history of their events, When you look at what they've done, like American record holders, like number 5 all time, number 7 all time. I'm just happy to be a part of this.
You're well deserving now, Mr. You definitely deserve to be in this company. I wanted to ask, what is your favorite event? I mean, you have a lot of them. You have 2 full days. What's your favorite?
I would say I like the discus more because I started off as a discus thrower, but for some reason I just couldn't get big. I couldn't put on a lot of weight. So then I transitioned into the decathlon. So the discus has been an event that's put me at a lot of holes in the decathlon and put me in a lot of holes. So yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, but I really like it.
I think you made a great decision moving over to the decathlon.
It looks that way. It's paying off.
Well, I know it's things are about to get started in there, so we're going to let you get settled. Enjoy yourself. Any last thoughts for those watching out there?
Oh, yeah. What's up, Grenada? I'm going to enjoy this moment, and if I win, I'm going to celebrate it with 100,000 people. So
awesome.
Well, we'll see you in there. Thanks for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, congratulations on a great season. All right, well, that concludes things here on the red carpet with myself, Ryan Fenton, and Queen Harrison. Queen, it's time for us to get in there. Any last thoughts on your side?
I mean, a lot of talent just passed on this stage. I mean, that was really great company. I'm excited to see who's going to take it home. It can go any way, and let's get in there and see.
Awesome. Well, again, tune in for the show hosted by John Anderson in just a few moments. FloTrack and Facebook Live. We will see you shortly for the 2018 Bowerman presentation.
feels good, don't it? Listen. Yeah, this was your city. You did it all and more, broke every law except for one, babe. Attraction, are you ready? I know you feel it, pull you nearer till you feel it again. Oh, wanna do something right, but we could do something better. Ain't no time like tonight, and we ain't tryna save it for later. We stay out here living the life, yeah. Nobody cares who we are tomorrow morning. I got that little something I like, the little something I've been wanting to borrow. Tonight's the night, come on, surrender. I won't lead your love astray, astray, yeah. Your love's a weapon, give your body some direction. That's my aim. Then we could take back the night. Come on, use me up until there's nothing left. Take back the night. Dizzy, spinning, sweating, you can't catch your breath. Take back the night. Ooh, don't know when the sun is rising next. Take back the night. So if the feeling's right, then raise your glass and let's take back the night. Oh, take back the night. Oh, they gon' try to shut us down, but I'll be damned if we gon' let them take back the night. Oh, take back the night. Ooh, you know you gon' mess around and find out there ain't no one better. Take back the night. Oh, yeah. There's not too many, no one but you in crowded rooms. We can do anything. Attraction can drive you crazy, and the way you move when you go crazy, that's incentive for me. Wanna do something right, yeah, but we could do something better. There ain't no time like tonight, and we ain't tryna save it for later. We stay out here living the life. Nobody cares who we are tomorrow. And you got that little something I like, that little something I've been wanting to borrow.
Yuen, Orgy, Rogers, Coleman, Curly, Victor. A season of greatness honored on one unforgettable night.
History was made here today at the University of Oregon.
And the 2016 Olympian showing why she's here to defend her title.
It's Rogers, it's Ellis, and Oregon wins the Triple Crown.
Wow, that's the NCAA record, folks. And the fastest time in the world.
Fred Curley, the collegiate record holder, the world leader, is going to win the title.
He is going to gut it out and get across the line, then he is your new NCAA record holder.
This is the 2017 Bowerman Awards.
Good evening and welcome to the JW Marriott Desert Ridge in Phoenix, Arizona for the presentation of the Bowerman 2018. It's my pleasure to introduce to the stage tonight for the 6th time in the history of this presentation, our host from ESPN, Mr. John Anderson.
All right, mission number 1 accomplished. Didn't fall over like Lyndon Victor. Just saying, that was graceful, man. It's a good thing you set the record. That'd be embarrassing otherwise. Well, hello again, everybody. Thank you for having me. Good evening and welcome. It's the 2017 Bowerman Award presentation. Last year, Sammy Palooza. This year, Track Prom. And you guys look great. And with those opening lines, opening words, I don't know, like 20 of them, I've probably said more than you're going to hear from Christian Coleman or Fred Curley tonight. But that's okay. We want them to run fast. If they don't want to talk much, that's fine by me. This is the 9th Bowerman Awards, or for Ashton and Lyndon, it's the Javelin edition of the Bowerman Awards. So hopefully you'll come back next December. We're going to have you all run a 1500. We think that'll be awesome for the 10th year to celebrate, so just be ready for that. My name is John Anderson. I work for ESPN. I am the host of tonight's program, or as Oregon coach Robert Johnson likes to refer to me, I am the SEC's chief track and field PR man. I have no idea where you got that. I played golf with Robert this morning, and I played with Edric Florial, and I had to quit at 9 because Edric was killing me so bad that I'd be up here giving the Bowerman to Sidney McLaughlin. And so I thought I better get out before it's too late. For the coaches here, if you just think about this like an important workout, we're going to go really hard for 90 minutes, no more, and then you can go eat and you can go sleep, and you'll be over. We are here to honor
the finest athletes in collegiate track and field. It is wonderful to have all of the sports coaches here in this grand saguaro, that's a cactus, ballroom tonight, as well as the wider viewing audience that we get both on FloTrack, and for the first time this year, fans can live stream this on Facebook. Live streaming, still a little new to me. I'm looking for a set of headphones to put on for my Sony Walkman that won't fall off when I jog, but I'm going to get around to it. I am proud to share the stage tonight, not only with these great athletes, but 2010 Bowerman winner Queen Harrison and Ryan Fenton. Thank you very much, Ryan, for that introduction. Ryan, of course, with FloTrack and Flow Sports. They will be visiting with the coaches and the past winners tonight. Little FYI on Ryan and I, we're trying to work through some things in our relationship right now because I don't have Sugar Bowl tickets for you that were with Clemson. I can't help you out, so I apologize. And then I recently put together like a media DMR team, and I think we have a picture, and Robert didn't make the cut. And so, yeah, where's Connie? You think your Ole Miss distance runners want a piece of that? No shot. Not those mustaches. The only thing that we're set on right now is Centro is going to run 1,500, and the other three, Larry and Lewis and I'll figure that out later. Now, this is special this year. We want everybody to look under their chairs because tonight, USTFCCCA CEO Sam Seams had the brilliant idea, if you look under your chairs, he had the brilliant idea of taping an envelope containing my speaking fee underneath the bottom of one of the chairs. And if you guys fell for that, I apologize. Because then you haven't been here before, because you know Sam's not Oprah, right? You don't get a check, and you don't get a Bowerman, and you don't get a Bowerman, and you don't get a Bowerman. Some people will get one, but not everybody, right? So you're not going to find anything. I do this for the love of track and field. My wife's like, John, you love track and field more than you love me. And I'm like, I love you more than bowling. Lacrosse, it's not terrible. I do have a little track advice for the coaches. Has nothing to do with coaching. But I have figured if you want to increase funding for your program, you just tell that AD the price of a new track is a hell of a lot cheaper than the football coach's buyout. Just send a little our way. We keep Mondo in business for years. My, what a year it has been in college track and field. And I remember this as clearly as if it was, 6 months ago. Florida, Texas A&M's men's team, they won national titles by 2 points and by a half a point. Oregon's women, they set a record for the most points indoor and then just squeaked by, cut it so thin, 1.8 points to win outdoors national. Raven, just so you know that if you win tonight, we're not going to stand around 12 minutes to figure out if you really won. Just come get the trophy. You won't have to go through that, I promise. And how great were our athletes in their performances? They are so great that really the guy with the most national championships in NCAA history isn't here, right? I don't mind telling you, I miss Edward Cheserek, okay? 2 wins, a runner-up finish indoors, college record in the mile, and he is at home. We need a lifetime achievement for him. I don't know what we can do, but I miss Ches, and I'm serious. He's fantastic. Carissa Schweitzer, I'm just going to lobby Mizzou, even with the bias. Her cross-country, indoor, her outdoor, 5,000 triple, amazing. You can't swing a gator without hitting a worthy Florida athlete, whether it's Keandre Bates or Grant Holloway or Kyra Jefferson. Kendall Williams, sweep in the multis, 3 titles, both indoor and outdoor, phenomenal. And now I know I'm starting to sound like ESPN's Digger Phelps when he was with us, and he wanted to have 84 teams in his tournament bracket. You're like, Digger, if we keep putting people in, we got to take people out. And you're like, no, I don't know who you're going to take out. I'm just saying all these people are worthy and they should be in. So I sound like that. So the 3 of you on the men's and the women's side that you are here, you are truly the elite. And you are as good as it gets in this sport, and your years are fantastic. I do have a small theory on why Kendall Williams was not here, because we've had 1 decathlon finalist before and 1 heptathlon finalist, and they got married, and we don't want to put that kind of pressure on you, dog. But if I were you, I'd be a little bummed out. Honestly, I would. But this is how we know that the Bowerman has become a significant award and noteworthy, because I actually have people now that complain, like, did you see so-and-so didn't get to the finals and so-and-so didn't get to the finals? And that's a good thing. It speaks to the depth of the talent in this room and in the sport. And it is really speaks to the special nature of our 6 finalists sitting in the front row. So the 6 of you, I would like you to please stand up for the first time. Maggie Yuen, Couture Orji, Raven Rogers, Christian Coleman, Fred Curley, Lyndon Victor. Each of you have beaten the toughest competition in sports, and that's that little voice in our heads that says, you know what, today I would like to quit and give up when things get hard, but you never do. You've yet to reach your limits because you seem to refuse to define them. You're willing to push them as far as they can go. Perhaps most importantly, you've decided to take the biggest risk in all, and you've decided to be great. Too many people are afraid of that, and they settle, and you guys have not done that. I'm going to prove how worthy you guys are and who should deserve to win. Like, if you won an NCAA championship, stand back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Down you go. If you set a collegiate record, go ahead and stand. We'd like to see who that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 finalists broke a total of 12 collegiate records. If you've competed international for your team your country at some point, go ahead and stand up. Look at this. If this doesn't involve you, it's good. Don't worry. If you're a family member of our finalists, we'd like you to stand and applaud you for the great brothers, sisters, kids, nieces, and nephews that you have. See, I'm a parent. I realize the vital role that you all play in your son's or daughter's success. So congratulations to all of you. And if your kids tried to downplay this, don't let them. This is a really, really big deal. This is how big. A little something for the stat geeks. Our finalists have gone on to win 16 Olympic medals, 14 world championships, 8 indoor world championships, and a total of 44 world championship medals. The people pictured in here are awesome. You guys are pictured, and somebody's going up on the side after this. Out of this illustrious group, we also want to recognize all the former Bowerman winners who have returned to join us here tonight. If you guys would stand. I'm going to have you guys, real quick, you guys can go this way. Ashton's retired. Are you able, are you all be able to do this? We can help you out. If you need somebody, we can, get one of them things from the airport and drive you over, the beep, beep, something. Nope, you're good? All right, well, when we get over here, we'll introduce them in a second, but first we want to have them welcome to the stage, and we want to hear from the folks who weren't able to make it back to Phoenix tonight.
The 2014 Women's Bowerman Award winner is Laura Bracelet.
Hey guys, Laura Bracelet here. I wanted to send a quick shout out to all of the finalists and tell you guys congratulations. You should be very proud. You guys are the best that collegiate track and field has to offer. The whole Bowerman Award is such an amazing experience, and the best part is it's specifically to celebrate you guys and all that you have accomplished so far.
How you doing, guys? It's Marquise Denny, 2015 Bowerman winner. Super upset I won't be able to make it today. You guys are absolutely amazing athletes. You guys have my utmost respect. You guys made it super hard for me to vote. You guys are awesome. Never forget that, and definitely carry that on for all future endeavors. So congratulations to everyone.
Hi, this is Galen Rupp, former Bowerman Award winner. I just want to say congratulations to all the athletes and their families on this tremendous accomplishment. You guys have all had unbelievable years, so enjoy your time down there. Sorry I couldn't make it this year. Have a happy holidays, and go Ducks.
Hi, I'm Jenny Simpson. I wanted to send my congratulations to all of the Bowerman nominees this year. You guys are amazing. The way that you run, jump, and throw already inspires so many of us. And this is truly just the beginning. You guys have incredible careers ahead of you. So good luck in the awards tonight and with all of your futures ahead.
So here we are, and here they are, your past Bowerman Award winners. First, Queen Harrison, 2010, from Virginia Tech. Ashton Eaton, Oregon, also 2010. Jessica Beer, 2011, Texas A&M. Nagoni Makusha, Florida State, 2011. Kimberlyn Duncan, 2012, LSU. 2013 winner, Brianna Rollins from Clemson. From Texas A&M, 2014 Bowerman winner, Dion Lindor. From Oregon, 2015 winner, Jenna Prandini. And now we have last year's winner from Arkansas, Jerrian Lawson. And from Texas, Courtney Okolo. The 10 of you here, the 16 in all, are the legacy of this Bowerman Award, the excellence that all future athletes will aspire to achieve. The award is just that. It's an award. It's a 35-pound trophy. You guys give it its meaning and its greatness. You are the class of this award, just as Bill Bowerman gives this award its spirit. The legendary Hall of Fame coach, one of the all-time greats. There's more about him if you don't know on the back of your program that you can read. But his character, philosophy of hard work and dedication, foresight, ingenuity, they resonate not only in the sport, but obviously in Eugene, Hayward Field, throughout the country and the world. So Maggie, Couture, Raven, Christian, Fred, Lyndon, we are here for you. We celebrate the efforts and the sacrifices you made. We're here to highlight and commemorate the successes and your achievements. We are impressed, and we look forward to adding one of you each to this illustrious group. It is your night. It is the Bowerman, and we begin with the great works and great feats this year of Maggie Yuen.
If it can be thrown, Arizona State's Maggie Yuen proved during the 2017 season that she is the one you want throwing it. Hammer, disc, shot, weight, pick it up, watch it fly. Far. Yuen's rise up the Bowerman ranks started in March at her home track in Tempe. That's when she hurled the hammer 238 feet 6 inches and moved up to second place on the all-time collegiate chart behind soon-to-be former record holder Jenny Dahlgren. Less than 2 months later, she bettered that PR with a heave 4 inches farther in a duel against arch rival Arizona. Then came the Pac-12 Outdoor Championship in Eugene, where Yuen became the first woman in conference history to sweep the discus, hammer, and shot put titles. Those accomplishments, and a resume featuring throws over 58 feet in the shot and 5 of 190 plus in the discus, put Yuen in prime position to return to Eugene in 3 events for the NCAA Outdoor. And at the National Championships, she brought the hammer. On her 3rd throw of the finals, when it eventually landed, Yuen had set a new collegiate record by more than a foot. 240 feet, 7 inches. Yuen's winning hammer performance, combined with top 5 showings in both the discus and the shot, totaled 21 points, the most of any individual at the Outdoor Championships. Just throw out the record book. It's Bowerman finalist Maggie Yuen.
That's the difficulty of this night. You're going to see a package on each one of these kids, and after each one you see it, you go, that person should win, and then you see the next one, you go, no, that's the winner. And then the next one comes by, and you go, nope, I think that's the rest, and it just keeps going on and on. So we saw it. I want you to describe what your season was like.
It was a complete shock to me. I'd just gotten a new coach beginning of last year, and we expected everything to go completely the opposite of what it had. We were preparing for a really big senior year because I had a lot of learning I needed to do. And the fact that it all happened the way it did just came as an absolute shock.
Well, take us through that, the coaching change. Why is that difficult?
The throws are a really, really technical event, especially when you're going to throw 3 of them, 4 if you include the weight. And to have to break down my old coach's philosophy and build everything back up the way Blue wanted it was just a challenge.
What'd you change? Because if it's too technical, you don't have to tell me. I mean, I'm not that smart, really.
What I changed?
Yeah, what'd you have to change? You know, like I've seen it, you still spin around, off it goes, right?
Yeah, it's really like the whole throw. Where my old coach wanted me to go up, my new coach wants me to go down. And it's the most ridiculous thing that it looks the same way, but everything's almost completely opposite.
All right, well, you stay here. We're going to get back to you. But since we're on the subject of your coach, lo and behold, look who is with Ryan McQueen.
Yes, we're over here with Coach Brian Blutrick, assistant coach at Arizona State, and I feel like a lot of coaches out here probably can relate to coming to a new program for the first year, having to deal with emotions of the athletes, losing their former coach, and trying to manage that transition. So how did you and Maggie find a way to transition together and experience such a huge jump in performance this year?
Well, at first we just tried to get to know each other. You know, going in cold with her, I said, you know, the first phone call was like, hey, just trust me, and if you can do that, we can you know get to work, get some good things done.
Was it easy?
No, it was not easy. Maggie's such a great person. She's so humble, and a coach's dream, comes to practice every day ready to go. She really wants to master her craft, and so that was really enjoyable from the start. But, you know, like she'll say, I basically coached her like a freshman last year, and she was willing to learn some different things. And sometimes it's hard after, you know, being with someone for 3 years and have the confidence and just kind of put herself out there to try something new and different.
Nice. Maggie's only one of 6 women in the NCAA to score points in the shot, the discus, and the hammer. What makes her such a versatile thrower?
It's just her athletic ability. She's a very unique athlete. Like I said, very few people have done it. Just her power, her flexibility, her mind, being able to put things together and kind of change on a dime, going from one decimal to another. That's just, it's really hard to do.
I see. Mental toughness.
Yes.
Athletic ability and versatility. Sounds like John over there. But so many accomplishments this year. Where do you guys go in 2018, her last year?
Well, like I said, I kind of treated her like a freshman last year. This year she treated her like a sophomore. So we've had a really good fall. We're really starting to see some progress, and you know, knock on wood, and train smart, and hopefully some bigger and better things will come.
Some big things to come, John. Back to you guys.
All right. I forgot to ask you, how does one take up the hammer? Right? In high school, you do shot and disc. How does one go, oh, you know what, I could probably do that?
You just go to your new coach, and if he tells you to do it, you do it.
There you go. So last year we instituted a little thing. We talk about your season. That's wonderful. We want to know who you guys are. So we instituted a little speed round. So you're the first person we have, and we're just going to fire off some questions. You don't have to talk as much as your mom. You just can just make them quick, and you'll be fine. Okay? What's the difference between nice and Minnesota nice?
I don't know.
No? Okay.
You say with an accent, I guess.
Don't know. It could be, yeah. Yeah. What do you want for Christmas?
I need more protein powder, I guess.
Perfect. You know, last year, Courtney O'Connell wanted a cast iron skillet.
Oh, see, that would be good too. Yeah.
And she got it. In case anybody's wondering how that story ended, her mom got it for her. Why don't you go by Magdalene?
It's really long, and I always pronounced it wrong, so everyone else pronounced it wrong, so Maggie was easier.
All right. How many lakes in Minnesota?
I have no idea. They say 10,000.
Yeah. So you don't know who counts them?
I don't know who
No?
counts them.
All right. Coldest you've ever been?
The coldest I've ever been?
Yeah.
I've been in negative 40, but...
Wow. So when's the last time you needed a jacket in Arizona?
Never.
Never. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. Other things you might have thrown. A javelin?
Nope.
No. A football?
Yeah, poorly.
Okay. A hissy fit?
Probably.
Temper tantrum?
Probably, yeah.
Surprise party?
No.
No. Okay, well, you can work on that one. Finally, ASU's new football coach. It's Herman Frazier or Herman Edwards?
Herman Edwards.
Herman Edwards is correct. Very good. Maggie Yuen, thank you so much. Next, Next, let's meet Couture Orgy.
Bounding back to the Bowerman stage, Georgia's Couture Orgy is in great company and maybe her only real competition. She is just the fourth woman to be a two-time finalist for the award. After setting collegiate and American records outdoor in the triple jump last year and finishing fourth at the Rio Olympics, Orgy returned to Athens to start anew. Indoor, she put together a historic series of jumps at the SEC Championships. On her first attempt, both the collegiate and American indoor records went down when she hit the pit at 46 feet, 11 3/4 inches. A leap that broke the previous standard set by LSU's Suzette Lee in 1997. Orgy followed that up with another jump of exactly 46 feet, 11 3/4 inches. And then did two others, 46.7 or better. So in just a single meet, she ended up leaving Nashville with 4 of the top 10 marks in collegiate indoor history. Orgy proceeded to win the NCAA indoor title for the second straight year and finished third in the long jump. Outdoors, more dominance. An undefeated and unrivaled season in the triple jump. All first and the 7 best marks among collegians during the season. At Nationals, she made it a triple-triple. Orgy, the first woman in D1 history to claim 3 straight triple jump crowns. And her runner-up performance in the long jump, a bonus that helped push the Bulldogs to an oh-so-close runner-up finish in the team standings. At the U.S. Championships, she claimed the triple jump crown for a second year in a row. She is a singular talent in the triple jump. Back as a Bowerman finalist, it's Couture Orgy.
So, we meet again. Give me the difference between last season and this season.
This season I broke the indoor American record.
That's a good start. Other than that, training's the same, meets were the same stuff.
Yeah, I had a worse outdoor season this year. I got injured, so.
That happens. What makes for a good triple jumper?
Speed, power, listening to their coach and learning the technique.
Listen to your coaches. By the way, I learned that one time. I've done a little stuff with my son's team, and I'm like, wow, those kids will listen to anything. There's a lot of responsibility. It's not the hard cases that's the problem. It's the ones that listen to you. You better know your stuff. What did second place in the long jump mean to you out at Outdoor Nationals?
It meant a lot more because that's not really my major event, so being able to do that well in it and then also watch my teammate that just came, Kate Hall, win the long jump was really special. And it also helped our team finish as high as we did.
So the triple jump, you go in and you're always sort of expected to win, right? The top 7 marks. So how do you take that confidence that I know what I'm capable, but not be overconfident and, and come up short of what you'd like to do?
In the triple jump, you just kind of know what you've done in the past, and you take that and try and remain consistent and keep the same mindset and just continue to do the same thing.
You mentioned a little the injury. Yeah, tell us more about having to miss London and Worlds.
It was really sad. I know some of my teammates were there, and I felt like I was in pretty good shape, but I felt like the best option for me was to rest and get better.
All right, so what are our goals for this season?
My goal is still 15 meters. I mentioned that last year because I didn't do well as well as I wanted to last season. So it's still 15 meters and indoor. Hopefully I can PR again too.
Okay, we're going to go talk to your coach who's responsible for that. Before, though, I want to know, have you ever seen the man sit down in a track meet?
I don't think so.
I don't either. He's shoom, shoom, shoom. So at least you guys got him captured over there for a little bit. He's standing, but just don't let him go, screaming up and down, all right?
No sitting over here. We're with Georgia head coach Petros Kyprianou, and you guys for Georgia, we're deep in the team hunt this year for an NCAA title, and we talk a lot about Couture's performances. But outside of her performances, what kind of role did she play on that team throughout the season?
Well, every team out there that challenges for championships, and there are a lot of them, leadership is what defines them, and Couture is definitely one of the very few that carries that skill and drives the team by herself, basically. And it's not just the performance; it's her attitude, is the way she handles herself, keeps everybody accountable, even the coaches sometimes. It takes a lot of big-time skill, to be honest with you, in leadership, and she's got every bit of it.
Couture is not only the best American triple jumper, but she's also a great long jumper. People seem to forget that. Any idea to go for the double this year?
That would be nice. That would be nice. But we, you know, she wants to be the best in everything she does, and if it comes in the long jump, she's got a few teammates to be first, which, you know, that's actually her response to little Tara Davis we have on the team. The other day, talking about winning the long jump, and she said to her, "You got to beat your teammates first before you worry about everybody else." So, but that's the leadership I'm looking for as a coach and as a head coach from these girls. So, and she's got it.
Couture is the only two-time finalist of this year's class. I want you to kind of look back over the last 12 months and how has she changed and grown since you guys were here 12 months ago?
Couture, believe it or not, between her high school times and now, she's been the same person, you know, in a good way. She has not let all the success take out of control and make her something that she's not. She's the same person since the first day I knocked on her door and she opened the door and I introduced myself to her in recruiting. The same person after she got fourth in the Olympics. And that's what is great about her, is her personality, and that comes from her family that is here today. And, you know, they instill that feeling and that attitude in her. And I wouldn't say anything changed other than a few technical things and, you know, more in me than her.
Definitely a special season. And John, any changes for you guys over there from last year to this year?
No, but in the speed round, we're going to give her a chance to make up for last year. Spell Petros Kyprianou.
Petros Kyprianou.
Perfect. Who would you pick as your coach on The Voice?
I don't watch The Voice.
It's all right. Blake Shelton, sexiest man alive. How do you tell the Kendall Williams on your team apart?
We say boy Kendall Williams.
And the other Kendall Williams?
It's just Kendall Williams.
Kendall Williams.
There first.
The sprinter is boy Kendall.
Boy Kendall.
Makes sense. Love that. Besides sports, what were you known for in high school?
I don't know.
Nothing?
No, not really.
All right. Well, don't let sports define you. Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat?
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, good. Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Morning. Ugh. Best advice you've ever gotten?
Stay true to who you are.
Love that. And best compliment you ever received?
Twist out fleeky.
That may have gone over my head. I don't think I know that. Couture Orgy, here for the second time. Our third women's finalist, Raven Rogers.
Look good, run better. It's the Royal Life. The season Raven Rogers had in 2017 you could not make up. NCAA titles and collegiate records that make you blush. By the end of the year, Rogers had captured 3 NCAA event titles, had her hand in 4 collegiate record-breaking efforts, and was clearly the queen of the Ducks.
Raven Rogers carrying the hopes of Oregon.
As Oregon celebrated a triple crown of national team titles. Indoors, Rogers helped the Ducks break the collegiate DMR record with a 2:03.53 split on the 800-meter leg. Running practically in her Houston backyard, Rogers won a second NCAA indoor 800-meter crown with the 5th fastest time in collegiate history and capped the team's championship performance by anchoring the Ducks 4x4 squad to the 2nd fastest time in collegiate history. Outdoors, Rogers saved her best for first and last. She ran her opening 800 at the Mount Sac Relays and erased a 27-year-old collegiate record when she turned 2 laps and crossed the finish line in 1 minute, 59.10 seconds. Then at the NCAAs on her home track, Rogers completed the indoor-outdoor sweep at the 800-meter titles, becoming the first woman in D1 history to claim 3 straight outdoor crowns in that event. She put the finishing touches on the Ducks' historic Triple Crown, with a fierce final leg in the meat-deciding 4x4. Rogers, 49.77 split on the anchor, giving Oregon the relay win and the margin they needed to hoist the team trophy. From H-Town to Tracktown, Bowerman finalist, Raven Rogers.
See what I tell you? Everyone gets better. You're like, wow, that's amazing. And don't tell me 2 100ths of a second, but what's the difference between 1:59.10 and 1:59.12?
The difference between 1:59.10 and 1:59.12 is that I ran a 1:59.10.
And if it had come 1:59.12, what would you have done?
I would have been really sad because it's really close, but I'm really appreciative to have been able to break the collegiate record. It means a lot to me.
What was the best part of last season?
About last season, the continued motivation and success that came with practice and just influencing from my team to get better every day to achieve what I've accomplished.
Mm-hmm. And what did the Triple Crown mean to you?
The Triple Crown meant unity. It meant it was the pure definition of tougher together. From cross country to the indoor team to the outdoor team, we wanted to go out there and just beat Oregon.
I've read this, so I think this is the right quote. Makeup is my war paint. Explain that. By the way, you look like you're ready to go crush somebody in 800 right now, if that's the case.
What I mean by makeup is my war paint. Just when you go to war, you want to look the part. You want to, like I say, look good, run good. And it's just something that we do on my team. I told my little sister, you wear lip gloss, women wear lipstick. So just going in that same idea, just going to work, being ready.
What went into the decision to turn pro?
My decision to turn pro went into just taking into consideration of the time I needed to adjust.
Mm-hmm. You're from Houston.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with Hurricane Harvey, because that's a heck of a story.
It was definitely depressing, being in the house for 6 days. I unconsciously went into the water to see how high it was, and it was actually above my knee, well above my knee, and that was only the 3rd day. So to only have not a lot of damage to my house, that was a blessing, but what I've experienced as far as other people's stories, it's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And having the Astros win, go Stros, that was definitely something that the city needed.
Well, good, and we're glad everyone is safe in that horrible story. Everybody came through all right, that you are friends with and related to, and that is terrific, and a terrific season. And one of the men behind that is over there with Ryan and Queen as always. There's Robert.
Yeah, we're here with head coach at Oregon, Robert Johnson, and I think maybe more than any other athlete last year, you could see just how fierce of a competitor Raven was just watching the way she competed. I want to know from you, what's her personality like off the track? Does she carry that around with her all the time?
Yeah, I guess a story. All of you guys have been to the Armory. There's a guy there by the name of Brother Lamar that is there. He's the guy with the bow tie, and he's one of the marshals. And so the meet, of course, as always in track and field, was running behind, and the throws were still going on. And Brother Lamar had cornered the Raven over by the side, and they were fellowshipping, basically going over some Bible verses and talking. And so after 10 minutes, I was like, wow, most kids want to be done because they're millennials and microwave and get it over and done with. After 10 minutes, she's still standing there. And so I go over, I was like, are you okay? You sure you need me to come and save you? And she gave me the look like, no, I'm okay. And so an hour later, they're still there fellowshipping. Wow. And there was other girls there were on our team, and they had wandered off, and it was just Raven. So that's one of the things that stands out most to me about her and her character.
Well, watching that video, watching that 4x4, I was biting my nails, so I know you were biting your nails. What kind of pep talk did you give Raven before that went off?
Oh gosh, of course you guys all saw the fall there in the 200, and so we went back in the medical tent and we were talking there, and the 4 young ladies we gathered and all set them down, and I told them that, hey, this is a huge task and a huge honor, and I couldn't be more prouder of you 4 ladies to be standing here ready to accomplish this, because we built for this. We trained for this all year long, and you guys are the one that's going to bring it home for us.
We'll record that and patent it because it worked.
And, you know, with so much weight being on that one race, you know, we talked to Raven on the red carpet. She said, those are the moments that I'm ready for and I want to be in those positions. How often do you find an athlete that's ready and willing and wants to be in that pressure cooker in those moments?
Athletes like Raven are rare for sure, and for her to be able to come and take on that task and guide those girls, because it just didn't start there. You know, if you talk to her or talk to anybody on our team, it kind of started with cross country. And so this motto of Triple Crown and all of that, they started, that had nothing to do with our coaching staff. And so she was one of the ringleaders of that. So just the leadership qualities that she displays is awesome.
First Triple Crown ever for a women's program, John. Pretty impressive.
Really impressive. First.
First.
Right? Like somebody can do it again, but only one team can be the first,
yes.
right? You're always etched in history. All right, we're going to zip through our speed round. Give me your hidden talent.
I speak Spanish. I'm fluent.
Oh, all right. Well, say I can run faster than you can.
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Yo puedo correr más rápido que tú.
That's true. C. TV series you binge watch.
Ooh, Insecure.
What's that about?
They know.
Is it racy?
They know.
Is it racy?
No.
Would it get Brother Lamar's approval?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You won the fan vote.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
It means a lot just to have supporters, even people that I don't really know on a personal level. It definitely brings the family aspect.
Mm-hmm. Favorite workout?
Favorite workout? 200s. Yeah.
How many?
Doesn't matter. I just love the 200s.
Just run the 200s. Okay. What's your least favorite workout?
Anything over an 800s.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Who decides with the group the lipstick color?
Well, Alexis likes black lipstick. That's
Okay.
her thing. But we typically will go, like if we're going to like a practice, we'll like, okay, let's wear the dark lipsticks, or I'll wear the dark lipstick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name of it? Because they all have great names. Like, what's the dark green?
Well, my dark green,
Yeah.
it's called Young Attitude.
Young Attitude. Okay. What's the black?
I'm not sure. I think it's something like Wicked. Yeah, it's Wicked.
I like that.
Yeah.
Your friends would describe you as what?
Very down to earth.
Okay. Cat person, dog person?
Dog.
Favorite curse word?
I don't know.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. I think we'll end it right there. We'll keep it PG-13. Raven Rogers.
Thank you.
Thank you. So those are our 3 finalists, and in just a few minutes, one of them is going to join our illustrious group of past winners, who are some of them over there now to visit with Queen and Ryan.
Yes, a group of past winners, and 4 of them. Queen, who's been with us all night, 2010, Jessica Beard, 2011, Kimberlyn Duncan, 2012, and Brianna Rollins, 2013. Guys, back again, and Jess, I'll start with you. You're rivaling Queen for appearances at this thing. I think you're 1 year behind. You going to take over?
I don't think so, especially since she's the host. If she keeps hosting, then how can I beat her? Unless I'm the host, and then I don't know.
That was a little plug. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got it.
Well, what keeps bringing you back to this?
The fact that this is so great, you know, the fact that this is our Heisman moment, but it's just called the Bowerman, and the fact that so many great athletes, like just keeping a tradition going and just continuing this, you know, to let people know that this is important to our community, this is important to the athletes that are represented and the ones who aspire to, you know, be finalists and all. So I think that's important to do, just to show the importance of this and why it's important for our sport. So
What about you, Brianna? What keeps bringing you back?
I think the excitement, I guess, seeing all of the former winners and then the present ones that are here to receive their Bowerman Award. It's very exciting to just see the accomplishments that we all have received and how awesome we are and just how we can continue the legacy of being great athletes.
Now, we have a running joke with Kimberlyn that she talks the least, so I'm going to ask her the most questions. But what about you, Kimberlyn? What brings you back?
Just to see all the competition between the athletes, yes. You see great talent each and every year, and it keeps getting better each and every year. So it's to see all the talent that's in track and field and to recognize it is a great thing.
It's not about dressing up. It's not. Y'all not coming back to dress up?
A little bit.
Well, I was looking around. I don't see John anymore up on the stage, and so does anyone find him? Anyone know where he's at right now? Kind of. Oh, I see him down in the front. Well, John, what's going on down there?
In front. I'm just here. We're just. You know how usually they have a commercial break before they announce the winner or something? We don't have commercials, so we're just going to go down here and stall and make it more uncomfortable for them for a little bit. You guys nervous at all? Just a little. Why? Like, you guys go to the line in world championships and think, why is this nerve-wracking at all?
Because you can do something there. Here, you're just going to sit and wait to hear your name.
Really? Are you nervous too?
Yeah.
More nervous than at a meet?
Yeah.
Raven too? You're all right, right?
Definitely
You're relaxed.
shaking.
Shaking?
Yeah.
Is it me? No. No, okay, good. I want to make sure. Okay. Well, you know what? We're still not ready. So you get to sit here for another minute, because look, we got a couple other past winners. We're going to talk to them first.
Yeah, we're here with two more, and our two most recent, Courtney Okolo, last year's winner, and Jenna Prandini, 2015. What's it like to be back? And we asked you this out there, but are you ready to pass down this crown?
I said I was ready out there, but I'm getting a little nervous, so we'll see how it goes.
You might run off, take this trophy, and take off.
It's heavy, so I'm worried about doing that again.
Jenna, how about you? How is it to be back here? And you got some Oregon representation again.
It seems like every year there's someone from Oregon, but it's always fun to be here, and it's crazy to see the amount of talent, and everyone has a collegiate record, so that's just insane to me.
Ryan, I'm putting the pressure on you. I'm a past winner too. You're not going to ask me a question?
Well, you know, I was gonna. You brought it up in the last round. It's all about the dress with Queen Harrison. So I want to know, how much time do you put? We talked to Raven earlier. I think she said it was about 90 minutes to get ready for a race. What's it for you to get ready for this?
Maybe 4.5 minutes, depending if I'm, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, that's my lipstick sister. We said it on the red carpet. So you look good, you race good.
What should the athletes down here in the chairs, what are they thinking right now? What should they be looking forward to here in a minute?
They're probably ready for us to get off the stage so they can figure out who wins.
It's our time. It's our time.
Yeah, they want us to stop talking, but they're all probably really nervous because, I mean, everyone wants it, but, I mean, how can you pick out of everyone? They're so talented, so congrats to all of you.
Good luck.
Well, I don't think we need to wait anymore then. I think it's time to send it over to the front center of the stage to the Vice Chair of the Bowerman Advisory Committee, Elfrida Goff.
Thank you. Good evening. Before we announce the 2017 Women's Barman Award, I'd just like to take a few moments to thank some individuals and some groups, because without them, this is not possible. First, to Sam Seams and his staff and the volunteers who spend 12 months preparing and making sure that this is the best possible athletic event of all time. To the coaches who work diligently, some of you much more than you probably would want to, but you know, to make your athletes great, it takes time to spend with them. To the parents who not only tonight are sitting here with a lot of pride with what their daughters and sons and granddaughters and grandsons have accomplished, but for the years that you've spent nurturing them, because without that, they would not be the people that they are today. To the young men and the young women who are sitting, waiting to find out who will be the winner, to our past winners, you represent one of the greatest sports in the world. And we are very proud of your accomplishments, not only on the field and on the track, but also what you do as individuals. So we salute you today, tomorrow, and forever. And we thank you. And now for the 2017 award winner. It is Raven Rogers.
I'm sorry. First, I'd like to thank God because I couldn't be here without him. I know that's something really cliche, but I try to be consistent every year in what I do, and that's definitely a consistent factor. I'd like to thank the Coaches Association and everyone in track and field that had something to do with this nomination to get me to this position. I am very honored to be among some of the greatest, Couture and Maggie, and the past winners. This means a lot to me, definitely, to be among some of these strong women. I'd like to thank my family for teaching me about sacrifice, because that's definitely something that has brought me to where I am. My mom, my dad, all of them being here, me running since I was 5 years old. This is something that's really been something that's paid off for as long as I've been running. And I'd just like to thank Oregon Track and Field. Thank you, Coach Johnson. Thank you, Tracktown USA. I'd like to thank my team and definitely my supporters in Houston and Wings Track Club and all of my supporters in general. Just thank you, and I love you all.
Oh, look, that's the good one, too, 2017. They send this to you. You don't have to worry about, putting it in the overhead compartment. Just, you're in good. Congratulations. Here, don't leave without that, too. You want to keep that.
Thank you.
Man, the pressure is on you dudes to do better than that, and quite frankly, next year you should ask to go first. Congratulations to Raven Rogers. Like, I thought just when you ran, I got goosebumps, but that was, fantastic. Now we're going to do it for men. And the first finalist down front, Christian Coleman.
Forgive Christian Coleman if he appears out of focus. There's fast, and then there's 1 in a billion. What was that blur fast? Coleman running from the Rio Olympics to Rocky Top to the World Championship podium and doing it in record time. Speeding to one of the greatest collegiate sprint seasons in history. Every time the juniors settled into the blocks, there was a chance for something special, and every time he finished, the clock confirmed it. Indoors in the 60, Coleman recorded 4 of the 10 best times in the world for the year. He scorched the track at the NCAA meet, winning in 6.45, which tied the collegiate record set in 1999.
What a great race from the gun.
He then jumped to the bank and won the 220.11, the second fastest time in collegiate history and the 4th best all-time in world history.
Christian Coleman showing everybody how it's done.
Outdoors, faster still. Undefeated in the 100 while cranking out 5 sub-10 clockies. He swept the 100 and 200 meter titles at the SEC Championships, dipping down to 1998 to win the half lap at the conference meet. 2 weeks later, he threw down a stunning 19.85 at the NCAA prelims, recording the #2 time in collegiate history. Then he went off the charts. Coleman's 100 semifinal at the national championships left those who witnessed it speechless as he destroyed the collegiate record. 9.82. 9.82. Wiping out the 9.89 set by 2011 Bowerman winner Ngoni Makusha. He completed that sweep of the 1 and the 2 in Eugene, joining former Vol Justin Gatlin as the only men to capture national titles in all 4 short sprints in the same year, which was foreshadowing for London. That duo matched up and lined up with Usain Bolt in one of the most epic finals in World Championships history. Coleman beat Bolt, barely edged out by Gatlin, but gaining global recognition, part of a 1-2 American, 1-2 Tennessee finish. The fastest year in recent memory, a blur and a blink and a Bowerman finalist, it's Christian Coleman.
Wow, I look at that and ask you, how did the season you had compare with the season you had envisioned?
I mean, they were pretty similar. Coming into the season, I came back from the Olympics and I had a conversation with Coach Hall, and I told him my goals, and he trusted in me, he believed in me, and we went to work. And as I went throughout the season, I just stayed focused on my goals, and I met them, and yeah, like I said, that's the season I envisioned having.
It's nice to have a lot to choose from. Do you have a favorite of your 4 titles from last year?
Nah, I don't really have a favorite. All of them, I worked so hard for, and all of them had their different things I had to overcome to accomplish it. So I don't really have a favorite. All of them were pretty special.
You cross the line in Eugene and it pops up. You see 9.82. What goes through your head?
I mean, I was shocked. I wasn't really expecting that because, especially it was in the semis, I was just trying to qualify for the finals. And, my coach just told me to go out there and, execute and make sure I, get a good lane in the final. So I wasn't really, running for a specific time or anything like that. So, yeah, I was shocked.
So it's fast for us. It goes by, right? What's it like for you? Does it slow down, or, when you're going through that 100 meters? Take me through the race.
Nah, I mean, it actually goes by, even faster than it looks. Like, before the race, you're thinking about everything you have to do. And trying to execute everything, but then you get in the blocks, and as soon as the gun goes off, it's just muscle memory, and you don't really, it's just I can't really explain the feeling, but you're not thinking about anything. It was just running, trying to get to the line first, and then after the race is over, you come back to life a little bit, but then yeah, during the races, you're not really thinking about much.
So you win at 60, and you win at 100, and you win at 200, and lo and behold, on the internet, you become famous for a 40. Let's look at this, and you can tell me, what was this about? Yeah, take that, NFL Combine. So when you did it,
yeah,
what'd you think, first off, when they said, hey, come do this for us?
Yeah, I mean, our media department, a lot of hype was just around the draft at the time, and I was kind of in between seasons. It was in between the indoor and outdoor season, so I wasn't really doing much. And they just, yeah, and they said, we want you to come out and run a 40. We'll make a video about it. And, they said we'll put it out after the draft. And so, I expected it to get a lot of views, but, I didn't expect it to take off.
Yeah, what was the reaction when you saw that? People went out of their minds.
Yeah. People were some people were mad about it. I don't even know why they were mad. They were like, oh, you can't even play football or catch. I'm like, I didn't say I could, but I mean, okay. Yeah.
But you could, right? You told me. You thought about football. That would be a route. You would have liked to have gone that route.
Yeah, for sure. In high school, that was my love and my passion, and I put a lot of time into that. But God has a plans for you, and I ended up taking the track route. So.
Okay. You got any superstitions?
Nah, not really. I know what you're gonna say, but not really.
Right. It's a completely loaded question.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have superstitions, but you wear the same socks in a big race.
Yeah.
Which sounds a lot like a superstition.
No, they're the most comfortable. They're the most comfortable socks. And so, you know, you want to feel comfortable in the big race, and so I wear the same ones, you know.
Those are the only comfortable socks the man has. He's got one pair of comfortable socks. What's your equipment room like, Beth? You don't have more socks for this guy? You got one pair of socks. How about the whole warm-up look? Because that whole situation you got going on is something else.
I mean, I just like to be real hot, and I like to, sweat a lot before the race. So, I put on a hoodie, and yeah, that's just what works for me.
Okay, but that's totally coach approved. He's down with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I'm gonna ask him next. I'm gonna let Ryan and Queen talk to him about it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good. Coach.
We're with Tim Hall, the assistant coach at Tennessee, and Coach, we saw so much speed throughout the year. What was it that launched Christian so far ahead of where he had been, and when did you see that coming?
Well, I think from day one, his experience his freshman year, he came out and I think he finished like 13th or 14th at Nationals, and it put a very bitter taste in his mouth. And at that point, I think losing was not an option for him. He immediately got to work, started asking questions. All the indicators were there in terms of what he would be able to get done. He tried to. We worked a lot on his body composition, him really understanding the importance of that, and just becoming a student of the sport was a turning point. But yeah, he just had the mindset that losing was not an option. So we got to work, and it turned out.
When Christian broke that collegiate record, he said he was shocked. What was your reaction in the stands?
Well, one, I don't go to the stands. I have zero luck when I go out into the stands in terms of performance. So I let Coach Sullivan take care of all that, and I stay in the back and kind of watch things on the Videotron, the Jumbotron rather. But I think it was a bonus. We went in with the mission of winning the double, and I think that was our focus. We talked about just kind of getting through the rounds and making certain we're running relaxed and allowing things to happen. So it was a shock, but as sprint coaches always say, when you relax, that's when you get your best performances. So it was a bonus for me. I was so proud of him. It couldn't happen to a better person.
So you weren't a little anxious about the final to see what might come?
Yeah, but the Eugene weather is just,
Shade.
You just never know. But yeah, we were just focused on completing the double-double from indoors. And, when he put it together, I was standing back there like, wow, that was pretty impressive.
It was impressive.
Well, I know Christian had told the coaching staff when he was a freshman, hey, I want to help put Tennessee back on the map. How would you describe what he's done for that program since his time at Tennessee?
Well, I'd say the Coleman effect. This young man has been resilient in everything he does. He's been, a true champion in terms of how he guides the team, the men and the women. He's definitely done that in every aspect of the word. He's put us back on the map. He's made us relevant again in sprints and as a program. So we couldn't be more proud of him for that.
Very, very special year. I think relevant is probably an understatement, John, on that.
Just a little. So we go through the speed round. I'm really excited because there's not many people in the world I can ask this question to. What's it like to beat Usain Bolt?
Yeah, that's a crazy feeling. For somebody who grew up in the sport and watching him and, him being the type of celebrity that he is and, just lining up on the same line as him, that was a humbling experience. But to come across the line in front of him, that was, it was a great feeling for sure.
Did you trash talk him at all? It's like, dude, you have no idea what's coming for you?
Nah, I don't really like to talk much.
Tamped it down a little? Good idea.
Yeah.
True or false, you turned down the football head coaching job at Tennessee?
I put in my application, right. But I didn't get a call back.
All would have taken is one more. They would have gotten to you. First car.
I bought a Mercedes.
That was your first car?
Oh, like my first, like in high school?
First car.
Yeah, it was like a Ford. What was it for? A Ford Taurus. Yeah.
Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
That's a sweet whip right there, isn't it? And you're driving what now?
Mercedes.
And that was after we signed the pro contract?
Yeah.
Just making sure. want any compliance issue. The SEC Outdoors are in Knoxville this year. Where should I go for a beer?
I don't know. It's like we have the place we call it, like the Strip.
Strip.
And you know, it's just plenty of bars there. I mean, you can't go wrong with any one of them.
Okay. Would you skydive? Yes or no?
Yeah, I probably would.
You would? Good.
Yeah.
Number of times you hit the snooze alarm before you get up?
At least twice.
At least twice. You, Fred, Lynn, and All-Turn Pro, which one of you guys is most likely to loan me $50?
Probably.
So Fred out.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Lyndon too. He's a nice guy.
All right, good. Best compliment you ever received?
I mean, I don't know. A lot of people tell me I'm, just down to earth, and I kind of take pride in that. So I guess that's the best compliment.
As you should. Excellent. Real quick, rock, scissors, paper, right? You want to be done now?
It's up to you.
You can be done. You're good. Christian Coleman, everybody. Our next finalist is Fred Curley from Texas A&M.
Where there is smoke, there's fire, and where there's fire, there's Fred Curley. Indoors, the Texas A&M star went undefeated in 400-meter finals, winning the SEC and NCAA crowns. His time of 44.85 at the NCAA indoor meet was the third best in collegiate history and fifth best in world history. And with Curley running the leadoff leg, the Aggies ran unbeaten in the 4x4. His 44.96 split, the fastest ever recorded indoors, led to a new collegiate record at the Razorback Invitational.
And look at this time, 3:02:55.
They then won the SECs with the fastest time in collegiate history, and at the NCAA meet, the A&M Relay Corps drove the home crowd bonkers with a victory that clinched the team championship. Outdoors, the Aggie foursome went sub-3 twice and won the NCAA crown again, this time with Curley notching a pair of sub-44 splits running the anchor leg. In the Open, Curley won the SEC Outdoor 400-meter crown after blazing 44.09 lap in the prelims. 2 weeks later at the NCAA preliminaries, he tweeted, "Good day ahead." Yeah, he undersold it, turning a collegiate record lap in 43.70 to put himself into an elite class that includes current world record holder Wade Van Niekerk, Michael Johnson, and Quincy Watts. The former record holder Curley refers to as Mr. 1992. 25 years later, Mr. 1992's 44 flat is no more. Gig 'em yes, catch 'em no. Curley went on to win the NCAA championships in 44.10, cementing his place as one of the event's all-time greats. Running deep into the summer, Curley won his first U.S. title at 400 meters and left London's World Championships with a silver medal in the 4x4. He is Bowerman finalist, and perhaps 25 years from now, Mr. 2017, Fred Curley.
All right, so I admit I don't commit all this to memory. I've jotted myself some notes down here, and I have a series of 5 or 6 questions for each of the youngsters. And Fred and I, during that, we were negotiating just how many he was willing to answer. I got him up from 2 to 3, so I'm going to have to choose wisely. Tell me how a guy goes from a JUCO walk-on to a national champ in the World Championships.
Dedication.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Hard work.
Hard work and dedication.
400, the 400 looks really hard. What's the hardest part?
Get into the line.
Well, that leaves me 400 meters in there that that could be. You haven't narrowed it down for me. Where for you when you go is the kind of the testing point for you in that race?
I failed to race out the first 200 and then just go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dream Richards ratted you out. Tell me about listening to R. Kelly every morning.
That's what at JUCO. I believe I'm the greatest, so I'm the greatest.
That's good. By the way, I was a journalism major, not a math major, so I'm gonna keep asking questions. When 43.7 popped up, what'd you think?
I was in shock. Just I don't know. 43.7, not many people run 43.7.
No, they don't. In college, no one had, ever. You. What was Quincy Watts' reaction?
I talked to him after the race, and he said, congratulations.
It's good, good. And what did your coach say?
42.
He did? In the aftermath of that, he's like, that's great, let's move on? Pat! God.
Never slowing down. He said, you said, what do we do next? 42 was next.
Well, that might be a little exaggeration, Fred. Yeah.
Well, Coach, it's for any program, it's an honor to have a nomination, let alone a finalist. But Texas A&M this time around has 2 finalists on the men's side. What's it like having that level of talent on a team in the same year?
Yeah, we're blessed. I mean, we were fortunate to recruit both of these guys. Both of them are very similar in that their ethic, their work ethic is just tremendous, and they're leaders. You know, Fred certainly isn't a leader by talking about it. Fred's a leader by action. You know, they're both great leaders by what they do.
Texas A&M has had a lot of great 400-meter runners. How was it to see that 400-meter performance?
Yeah, that was a special run that day. This guy ran some special runs right here too, but that one on that day, you know, he got to talk to Quincy, but right before the race, just a few minutes before the race, and that even made it a little bit more special. Quincy didn't think so, but but Fred certainly did, and so it was really a special day. He was prepared. He was prepared between his ears. We had some great training sessions. He knew what he was capable of doing, and he just relaxed and did it, like the other coaches are saying. It's about being able to relax and do what you do.
Well, he said Project 42, so if he can relax and do it.
You got to have that attitude.
All right.
So you come into 2017, and Fred's never won a title, and you take a step back and you look. He leaves with the collegiate record, 4 NCAA titles. He's undefeated. What changed for him this last year?
He was healthy. It took some time. It took us some time to be able to get him through training and keep him healthy. It took us a year. But that was the challenge, is to be able to train at a high level and remain healthy, and he did a great job. And that's about changing lifestyles. That's about changing the way you do things, and dedication and the ethics, the work ethic he put into it. But it's about change, and Fred was willing to change. He did the things we asked him to do, and he's reaped the reward.
A lot of positive outcomes.
Yeah.
Nice. John, you get that body healthy, you'll make it through 18 holes.
What's worse is I was in a cart. I didn't even walk. I was in a cart. Horrible. All right, Fred, here we go. We're going to go quick. Besides sports, what were you known for in high school?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. All right, then you said, how many nights do you sleep at your place, and how many nights do you sleep at Lyndon Victor's place?
Half and half.
Why is that?
He cook.
Curry?
Curry
That's
chicken.
his thing?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Best class you took at A&M? Okay. Moving on with our student athletes. The best rap album I likely don't have.
Probably none of them.
You have any of them?
No.
What's on your iPod?
Meek Millie.
Meek? He got in trouble, man. What do you think about that? We got a free Meek Mill, don't we? Right?
Yeah.
It's a bad deal. All right. First thing you bought with your FloTrack money?
Nothing.
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 Penny saved is a penny earned. Good for you. I know what the clock says, but if I wanted right now, who should I draft for my relay team if, in fact, I got to throw Larry Rawson off? You or Dion?
Of course, me.
Yeah? What do you think of this with Dion?
You should cut it.
Yeah, he looks like Abe Lincoln, right?
Yeah.
Right? Good dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? He still likes you? Because all those banners in the indoor are going to have to go now. They got to spend all that money to get them out.
They already gone.
I'm going to let you go, but I'm just going to caution you that later in the program, he does get a speaking part. So he might get at you. All right? So we'll end it like this. Say no more.
Say no more.
Fred Curley, everybody. Our third finalist, also Giga Maggie's, Lyndon Victor.
To the victor go the spoils. And in the case of Texas A&M's Lyndon Victor, also the records. Prior to 2017, the collegiate decathlon mark hadn't fallen in more than a decade. Then Victor broke it. Twice. His first assault on the record books came at the Texas Relays, with former record holder Trey Hardy watching every event, stride, and attempt. Victor put on a first-day show. The native of Grenada smashed the day one collegiate scoring record and eventually finished with 8,472 points, 7 better than Hardy's 2006 number. Victor said afterwards, "I don't think my record will last as long as Trey's did. I think it will only last a few months until I do my next one." From his mouth to, well, his ears. The Aggie with the live arm and steady legs was spot on. At the SEC Championships, Victor started a bit slower in 5 first-day events, but rebounded with a big second half to top his 6-week-old mark and stretch his record point total out to 8,539, a figure which is also a national record and figures to last for some time. Less than a month later, Victor added a second straight NCAA decathlon crown, capping an outstanding senior season. Victor leaves A&M with the first, second, 6th, 7th, and 8th best scores in NCAA decathlon history. 10 events, but one of a kind. He is Bowerman finalist, Lyndon Victor.
So what we're saying is, without you, Fred would starve.
No. He's a pretty good cook. I taught him how to make curry. They say that you give a man a fish and you teach him to fish.
Right.
So I taught him how to cook.
There you go. He's looking good. How's a guy become a decathlete?
How does one, you see your big brother do it, and he got a track scholarship, so you want a track scholarship too, so you do it.
Listen, that's a really smart line of thinking. Give me your favorite event of the 10.
Discus. We have a really love-hate relationship, but
why is that?
It's my favorite. Well, when I broke the collegiate record the first time, I had 2 fouls. And you get 3 throws in the decathlon, and I needed that one to get in. And then my coach came up to me and he was like, "I trust you." I went and I threw 53 meters, which put me into the on pace to break the record again. And then at the World Championships, 2 fouls again. And then I was like, I got this. I walk into the cage with the utmost confidence, and then wham, straight into the cage. So we have that love.
That's the hate part.
Yes.
Yeah, got that. How does a kid from the Caribbean become such a good thrower?
Man, I have to attest that to the hard work my dad made me do in the land, in the garden. I was using a machete, cutting grass, like since I was like 10 years. So I developed really good strength in my arm. And he was like, "Slow down, you're gonna cut your hand." He keeps telling me, "You're gonna cut your foot, you're gonna cut your foot." And I have this big cut on my foot now from using
Let's
the machete.
see, roll it up. Don't impress the people. What do we got there?
Oh, my pants are tight.
It's all right.
But you see.
So you whacked yourself with a machete.
Yeah, it's right here. So, but then I developed this arm for throwing, and throwing just became natural. Let me put my pants on.
Yeah, we'll wait. We are not giving you a Barman with your pants on. Listen, we should all be so muscular. I have trouble sometimes buttoning my jacket, so it's okay. By the way, we look good, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we look
I was
nice.
thinking that.
What's your least favorite? Well, I guess you said kind of the discus, but beyond that, when you're not hating her.
1500, boy. I honestly think they should take it out.
What would you put in?
Fighting.
We're going to fight.
No, I was
Sure.
looking up the history of the decathlon, and they like back in the day, they did a pentathlon kind of thing.
Yep.
And they did some of the events, and I think one of the last events was like a wrestling match. So I'll prefer to do that.
We take them out.
And do the 1500.
What do you do between day one and day two?
Call my big brother. He knows me pretty good, and when I'm struggling in events, he knows how to get me. Even if I had a good day or a bad day, I call him immediately after I'm done. And I get an ice bath and get treatment, the usual.
Tell me how College Station and Grenada differ.
Ooh, the beach for one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
On my visit, Coach Francique was like, this might be the closest thing you get to Grenada, because I was in Kansas and it started snowing on me. And a little Grenadian boy, never seen snow, never been in weather like under 70 degrees. I had to get up out of there.
Because you see Christian down there, right? And he 100, 200. And Fred's running the 400 in a relay once in a while. Fred only runs in the relay, so the other three guys can talk after the win, by the way. Why do 10 events when you can be really famous for one or two?
I think it's a challenge of pushing yourself to, see how good you can be athletically. I think the decathlon is like the ultimate test of an athlete, and I look forward to the challenge of doing the decathlon every time. Ashton and I was talking, and I think like if I was to do one event and be done, I don't know how I feel. Like I just high jump, and then you're done for the whole championship. Right?
Thanks a lot. Shot at me right across the bow. I got it.
It's boring. Like, how do you train for one event? Like, do you just
hard, really hard, just like you do? All right, well, we'll listen to the guy who rescued you from the snowy plains, Great Plains. Ryan, Queen?
Yeah, I'm sure he thanks you. We're here with Aileen Francique, assistant coach at A&M, and we've recently known you for your middle distance success in coaching here last year with Donovan Brazier. Your first year jumping into coaching a decathlete, I want to know what it was like coaching Lyndon, and what did you learn from him?
Well, first off, I'm not going to stand here and take all the credit. It was a coaching staff effort. We all did a good job in coaching him, but Coach Henry had the confidence in me to give him to me, I guess because we're Grenadian, so. But the main thing with Linda was the communication. Like, it's not about the coaching and telling you, oh, you need to run faster, or you need to jump higher. I said things to him that nobody else couldn't say, and I think that kind of get him going.
What kind of things?
I can't say on.
I think we have a bleeper. You can tell us.
Nah, I'm not going to say it.
Well, Lyndon broke the collegiate record not once but twice. The second time around from the first event, did you know it was coming?
Well, I wasn't happy, and he knew I wasn't happy because I thought we could have scored 88. I even thought we could have broke the world record because we were on pace to do it in Texas relays, but we were roommates, and he couldn't sleep. So he was too excited, and the second day didn't go as well as planned, but I still think there is a lot of room for improvement because his pole vault is not where it needs to be. I think he could run a faster 400. The hurdles that we could get better. The choice is where he's doing his damage, but the 100 we could get better. The 400.
What does he do? Everything.
We could do everything better.
I hope he's taking notes over there. When you were an athlete, I think you ran down 44 seconds for the 400, two-time world indoor champ. Lyndon's PR right now, 48. Who would have each other in all-out 400 right now?
No, right now I'm gonna beat him right now. He's not even close.
John, I think we got to get out to the track over here.
Well, listen, he's like he challenges everybody.
Everybody, kill him. Frantic believes he can run 47 seconds right now.
What can he run?
I don't want to. I don't know.
Your eligibility's up. You can go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell him which one. All right,
Coach Andy, what do you think you'll run?
He'll beat you. I'm just going to review with the coaches. You would like your kid to win, right? So you should talk him up. Not that he could do more. All right, here we go. True or false? You're the reason Ashton Eaton retired. No?
No.
False?
False.
We'll put an F by that, sure. If I say 9,000 points, what do you say?
True.
You're in on that.
Oh, yeah.
When you look at that, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's the truth? Last movie you saw?
Oh, man. Home Alone, I think.
Christmas movie?
Yeah,
Getting
I
in the
love
spirit
it.
of the holidays? I
love
like
it.
that. Give me a Coach Pat Henry saying.
Don't let the day get away from you. Be the best you can be on this day. He always preaches that. It doesn't matter what you did or what you didn't do, but be the best you can be on this day.
Can you do it with that kind of New Mexico drawl?
A what?
We'll let it go. What's the population of Grenada?
106,000 people.
Okay, I looked at it was 108,339, but that's close. Who's more popular, you or Karani James?
Kirani.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who would I pick in a wrestling match?
I know Kirani is deceptively strong, but I'll pick myself. You should
Okay, I
pick
want to
me.
make sure. You have a favorite boy band?
A boy band? I listen to soca music.
Yep, I'm going to say no Harry Styles question. Finish this sentence. Without me, Fred Curley would be what?
Fred Curley.
Really?
Yeah.
He'd still be Fred?
Yeah.
All right. And the last thing I want to know, how many times do people screw up your name and say Victor Lyndon?
I don't know. You media people got to learn how to, I don't know, probably read or get more information. Because Lyndon Victor is not hard to pronounce. I got Victor Lyndon. I've been called so many names while I'm competing. I think it's a good thing because it makes me just laugh. Because I was like, Lyndon Victor is so easy to pronounce. I don't know, Victor is...
It's easy to pronounce, but it seems like maybe it's backwards.
Mom?
Lyndon Victor! Stay right here. All right. Now, one of these three will be joining the banners on that wall right there. And Ryan and Queen have some of our past champions.
Yeah, some impressive athletes up on the stage right now. 2011 winner, Ngoni Makusha, and Queen, your partner in crime from 2010, Mr. Ashton Eaton over here.
About time. It's good to be back. So we had to get a decathlete on the ballot to get you back? That's what it is?
Yeah, basically the only reason. No, it's actually really great to be back. The track and field community has, like, for my life, the rest of my life, everything I do is going to be highly influenced by this sport and the people in it. And so it's really good to be back.
It's great to have you back, for sure.
And I think, Ngoni, you're the first former winner to now be at this convention as a coach. So pretty great to have you there in that capacity. And we also know Sam seems is a little cheap in getting us all here. So you're actually the first to pay him to be here now. Is that right?
I don't know about that, but
we'll have to ask Drake and see if they pay the entry fee to get in here. But what's it like to be back here and not only as a former winner but as a coach?
It's always great just to be able to renew that feeling of being a great athlete by seeing the great young athletes stepping up to the to the next level. It just reminds us what we do, what we've achieved as athletes. So it's a great reminder. I can look at Christian; he broke the NCAA record, and it's a special feeling to see someone like him achieve that. So it's a reminder for me what I've done, and I can celebrate his achievement on top of that, and including everybody else. So it's a special moment.
Ashton, I wanted to ask you, world record holder, Olympic champion, world champion. Where does the Bowerman moment for you rank in your memories in your career?
Well, it was extremely influential, actually. I remember being here in 2009 and seeing Galen win, and maybe it's just also because of the whole Oregon connection with Bill Bowerman, but I looked back on that as like the capstone of my collegiate career, but then as the platform of my professional. And yeah, so it's very special, and I still have my Bowerman in my hometown. It means a lot. Yeah, young kids kind of come up to me and ask me about it, so it's cool.
So it's not in the same case as your Olympic gold medal?
Yeah, that would be a pretty big case. Very expensive case.
So, and Goni, what do you remember about sitting out here moments before the announcement?
I was worried about my parents. They first time in America, they're first time in this setting, and I was really worried about how they're feeling, what's really going on. So there was just so many emotions going. I was just lost, and everything happened, and I went with the moment.
Big moment for all of you. John, I want to know what the guys are thinking there in front right now.
Well, they're thinking one of us is going to have to go up there and cry. That's probably what's happening. Now, we're going to do better. Everybody good? You ready to go? You nervous? You set? Look at this. I'm getting the silent treatment right now. Everybody. That's exactly what I'm up against. Are you nervous?
No.
No? You want to win?
Of course.
Yeah, good. You do. Okay. Well, yeah, you need, because if you don't, he will not let you forget about it, is my guess, right?
It's good.
Yeah, that guy. We're all good. We're good. We're just chilling. Right here, just chill. You can talk to those guys.
We're ready.
We're just chill.
Just relaxing. Guys up here not always as quiet. And Dion, this is your moment here. Your 2014 champ back. And do you have anything to say to Fred?
I know he's scared right now. He has a lot going on, so I'm gonna let him slide. A lot of pressure's on him right now. Look at his face. He, worried if I might slip up some of his secrets, but it's his night. I'll let him enjoy the glory.
I thought he looked pretty calm. I don't know if I'd be looking like that if I was worried.
Jerry, it's your turn to pass it on. Any last-minute advice to the fellas down there?
I'll just say be nervous. Just sit there, it's a wonderful feeling. Just to look back on this ceremony a year ago, just take it all in. Y'all have had a great season, and it's nice to just have this event to just look back on all your accomplishments. And this award is just a prestigious award. It's an honor just to be one of the 3 finalists, and like I said, just be nervous.
Okay. Well, we'll let those nerves marinate a few more seconds while we send it over to Chairman of the Bowerman Advisory Committee, Herman Frazier.
Thank you, Ryan. First of all, I would like to take the opportunity to make a few acknowledgments before we announce the winner. And the first thing is, I, like Alfreda, would also like to thank Sam Seams and also Dennis Shaver and those of you in the coaching fraternity who really had the vision to start this award. And this is our 9th year. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. Let me also say thank you to Ryan and Queen. We certainly appreciate the things that you guys do on the red carpet and also conducting the interviews with the coaches. And I guess, where is he? My good friend, John Anderson from ESPN. How about him? Ms. Rogers, congratulations. What a tremendous feat. The people that are sitting next to you are just as worthy, but somebody's got to win, and you did a terrific job. So congratulations to her as well. I think what you see today in these 6 athletes are the people that our advisory committee sit down and we have conference calls over and over and over again. And we have a Bowerman handbook, and we go through this, and it is a very difficult task, a very difficult task. So as you guys wind up your meetings, I know many of you have been here all week thinking about the one sport that's very, very important to all of us. So as you go home and get prepared for your holiday season, thanks for all the things that you did here this week in trying to keep this sport vibrant. Thank you very, very much. And so now I get to select and announce, if I can get this open, the 2017 men's winner is Christian Coleman, University of Tennessee.
I mean, first of all, I just want to start off by thanking God. You know, a lot of people, they always ask me, you know, what changed or, you know, what did I do specifically to get to this point in my career, or, you know, what did me and my coach work on to get this far. And, you know, honestly, I can just say to man, I'm just extremely blessed, you know, extremely blessed with a lot of talent, blessed with a great family, a great support system. You know, I was just blessed to be put in a good situation all around. Next, I want to thank the University of Tennessee, the great fan base, you know, all of my teammates. You know, all of my teammates, they make it a lot easier to go out there and work hard. They motivate me every single day. And, you know, that I came there and became the athlete that I am. And you know, all of my teammates, you know, those are my brothers. And so I appreciate them, and especially the coaches, in particular Coach Sullivan for, you know, her leadership and, you know, her knowledge and, you know, guidance through all this, and Coach Hall especially too. You know, coming in, he took me from, you know, a young kid to being on the world stage and running in a world championship final. So, you know, I wouldn't be here without you, so I appreciate it. Thank you. And then, you know, last but not least, you know, I want to thank my family, everybody back home in Atlanta that supports me. You know, it goes a long way, you know, knowing that no matter, you know, win, lose, or draw, you know, you have your family to support you. You know, you have that support system, and, you know, they'll tell you, you know, even if you lose, you know, how great you did. You know, that goes a long way. So, you know, my sisters, my grandparents, parents especially, and really everybody that supports me, but, you know, especially my parents, you know, they taught me everything that I know, instilled in me every value that I have, and, you know, I can't thank them enough. And so, you know, I'm standing up on this stage, but, you know, they deserve the award just as much as I do, so I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I mean, lastly, you know, it's an honor to be here. Appreciate Fred and Lyndon for making this award, you know, so great and prestigious. Appreciate the whole committee for the event that they put on. I had a lot of fun, and thank you to everybody on the Bowerman committee that voted for me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You have that. Now I'm going to look, see how I did, because I don't have my clock. 98, we started 96 minutes. My thanks to everybody here. Again, Sam, especially for what you have created here, is terrific. But all you athletes that have put in the work and have won this award really are what make it such a special club, such a special fraternity or sorority. You are fantastic. You are all deserving. You are all wonderful representative of your colleges, your universities, and of this award in the sport of track and field. It's like a wedding reception. Okay, you got all dressed up. You get to stay for pictures. If you're a past winner, a finalist, or this year's winner, we keep that. Everybody else, the coaches, we thank you for coming, and I believe the buffet is open. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year for number 10.
Yeah. good, don't it?